Hello again. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Just the Talk, in which I try to give some information, some discussions, etc. Last couple of ones that I did was Darwinian theory, genetics, etc., and questioning as to the reasoning behind the Darwinian theory. While I was doing and thinking about that, I thought about talking about twins, because as one can imagine, the identical twins have same genetic structure or almost same genetic structure. So I thought I will tell some general information about twins and talk about it. Just to get a little background, a lot of people don't have full understanding of twins and how they happen. And many times I've seen in shows the father taking the credit for identical twins or for non-identical twins. In Indian movies, we have used Sharmili, Hum Dono, Ram or Sham, Sita or Gita. All these movies had twins, and that caused the confusion. Even Shakespearean plays have used twins. So it is not uncommon to know about it. The disparity that we have compared to the other animals is glaring. As I mentioned it in before, one ovum or one egg is released every 28 days or so in a female. The sperms are produced in plenty. If you take the average sperm count, it's about 13 million per cc or per ml. Translates to about 39 million sperms. So you have 39 million sperms and one ovum which is released every 4 weeks. And it is released, if it doesn't get implanted into the uterus, then in 2 weeks, the menstrual cycle begins. So the ovum release is roughly 10, 12, 14 days before the menstrual cycle. Somebody had said it is crying of the uterus for not getting a child. So when there is a sperm released, and a sperm and the ovum meet, a fertilization occurs. Usually one ovum is fertilized by one sperm out of 39 million sperms. So when that happens, a usual pregnancy occurs. When a ovum is released and a sperm fertilizes it, and in the early stages of division, from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 cells, somewhere blastomere as it is called, the ovum decides to split into two equal, and those two start developing independent of each other. There are two babies which are called identical twins. So the identical twins occur when one ovum splits. So it is one ovum, one sperm combination that in early stages splits, and there are two babies that are formed. As you can expect, the genetic material in the identical twin is exactly same, barring some exception, which is the mutation. So this is called monozygotic or identical twins. The dizygotic twins, which are more common, or unidentical twins, are also called fraternal twins, occur when more than one ovum is released and each one is fertilized by different sperm. The sperms are plenty, 39 million in one ejaculation. So when there are two ovums which are released by accident, and they are independently fertilized by two sperms. The two babies are implanted. These are called fraternal twins or non-identical twins or dizygotic twins. These are more common than the identical or monozygotic twins. As you can imagine, these are like brothers or brothers and sisters, and they have genetic material which is common only about half, just like brother and sister. In monozygotic, the material is almost 100% identical. Dizygotic, it is same identity as two brothers or two sisters. As you can imagine, if a ovum is fertilized by a X sperm, then it becomes a female child. If it is fertilized by Y sperm, it becomes a male child. So usually we have a chance that the fraternal or non-identical twins can be either male-female or female-female and male-male. For whatever reason, male-female combination of fraternal twins is about 50% of the time, while male-male is 25%, female-female is 25%. An interesting fact is that a mother does not have any particular genetic predisposition, nor does she decide whether they get monozygotic or identical twin. Certainly the father has no contribution to it either. Same is with the dizygotic or fraternal or non-identical twins. So there is not much genetic thing that we decide. Father never decides it. Now mother, if she has a close relative who has twins, she has a high chance of getting monozygotic or identical twins. Please also note that there are certain ethnicity, like certain South African areas, where the twins are more common. Older the mother, it is more likely that they might secrete more than one ovum or egg at a time, and so there is more chance of having twins. There is also an interesting thing that nowadays people are getting fertility drugs so that at a given time more than one ovum may be released, and so the chance of twin or triplet is increased when somebody is on these kind of drugs. Last not but least is it was found out that the dairy product consumption, which might contain insulin-like growth hormone, growth factor, increase the chance of having twins or releasing two ovas or two eggs. Vegan have 1/5 incidence of twins, contrast to those who consume dairy product and do not and do eat the dairy product compared to those who are vegans. So essentially, there may be something in that, because nowadays the animals are given growth hormone and that may be contributing to development of twin. So coming back to the original thought and the original thinking, monozygotic twins are identical when a fertilized one egg divides into two and nobody decides when it is going to happen, then you have identical twin. When two eggs are fertilized by two separate sperms, you have a dizygotic or fraternal twins. They are as close as brother-brother or brother-sister or sister-sister, but do not have 100% identical genetic material. Interestingly enough, the fingerprints are different even in monozygotic twins. As I said before, in India, we usually blame mother that she did not give a male child. but the sex of the child is determined by man. Sex of the child is determined by which sperm fertilizes the ovum. X chromosomal carrying sperm, if it fertilizes, you have a female child. If Y chromosome carrying sperm fertilizes ovum, it is a male child. And in fraternal twins, more likely is male and female together. That is the general information. There are more factors, and people can have 2 or 3 different fathers fertilizing more than one ovum, and then you have genetic material which is still different. There are many other varieties of twins that are described, but for this particular talk, this is good enough for general understanding. So this is the general information on twins. Thank you for watching. If you like, please subscribe. Have a nice day.